in grade school.
We did too.
And like you knew you was having a pizza party, and you were just like,
When
you thought you was the only
class. Yep.
When your class was the only class having a pizza party, you was just like, I didn't eat breakfast today because
we're having a pizza party.
We're having a pizza party. Like,
hey gems, it's Cindyrella OG and welcome back to my channel. So today y'all, I am here with the what? Oh my gosh!
You can't even have a vibe and not do the Whitney.
Hey gems, it's Cindyrella OG and welcome back to my channel. So today guys, I have the one and only Ashley Devonna here with me today. And we are going to be doing a Tipsy, a Tuesday. And today she got some champagne.
We got some champagne, honey.
So we are going to be drinking and talking. And as y'all can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about the pressures of growing up in your 20-somethings in this millennium as it is. Is this a millennium? I don't know. You know, I'm not really good with the like. What is this? Whatever.
Well, I guess growing up as millennials, being millennials.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah,
Millennials, the X generation, whatever it is, Generation X, Z, whatever.
I think we're X, technically. Millennials? Well, we're millennials.
Well, yes, Generation Y. Wait, Generation Y is millennials, right? Am I tripping? But yeah, I don't know the lingo or whatever, but I do know that right now in 2020, 2019, 2018, it's been kind of rough for 20-somethings.
Yeah.
Like, you know, us trying to live and navigate through life and just do exactly that without a problem is a problem. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But yeah, like I said, y'all, we're going to pop this champagne. And yeah. So what brand is this?
This is Stella Mia.
Is it
Prosecco.
Sweet?
Yeah, it's Prosecco.
You don't know nothing about drink. I don't drink it.
Prosecco is really like a wine that tastes like champagne. It's like a sparkling wine.
Now I do like sparkling because I like sparkling cider.
It gives champagne. It very much so gives champagne. But child, I'm scared to open champagne.
Don't people's like eyes pop out and shit like that?
Okay, now hold on, wait.
That's not a portion.
Don't
God forbid.
scare me like
I'm just
that.
saying, I've heard of it.
No, it's okay. It's not gonna pop off when you
Alright.
take this. Okay, it's righty tighty lefty. Okay, righty
Yeah.
tighty lefty loosey.
Where'd it go?
Over there.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I did it.
Pour
Yeah,
up.
about to pour up.
Pour up.
Because, you know, a celebration every time I don't pop my eye out
I mean, yeah.
trying to open champagne.
Ooh, that is so pretty.
I know, right? Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead and clink
Cheers.
to the drink. Oh no, this is good. And she's so gone. Y'all know me, I just get a little taste and then I drink this for the rest of the time. So I'm just let her do her. Finish her drink. Okay, sis. So y'all, today, like I said, we are going to be talking about, you know, our 20-somethings. And let me ask.
Yeah.
Already, you know, get right into it. Do you ever feel like pressure? Let's not even talk about YouTube for a second.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel pressure from society as a whole, being in your 20-somethings, like you have to have certain things or attain a certain type of like affluence at your age?
I think because we're both like YouTubers, we're both influencers. So I think it's a little tricky to like take ourselves out of that.
Yes.
Because that's where I feel like the pressure came from. I really wasn't, outside of like obtaining my bachelor's degree, I really wasn't feeling pressure. I wasn't feeling pressure to drive a certain car, to be a homeowner, to have a family, be a wife. to be a business owner. I wasn't feeling any of that pressure. The only pressure that I felt, you know, from family, my parents in particular, was, you know, get your college degree.
Okay.
Get your college degree and like figure out what you're gonna do, you know, after college. I think just social media has unfortunately put this, if you, again, don't own a business, if you're not married, if you're not a mom, and if you don't drive a luxury car, if you don't have a bunch of luxury items, and if you aren't taking luxurious vacations, there's one more, I'm sure, if you're not a homeowner, then you're a failure.
Yeah.
If you don't have all of that stuff before you enter into your 30s, then you're a failure. But I feel like we fail to realize that, like, the Oprahs, and I would even say like the Bill Gates of the world, didn't really reach their peak. They didn't even really experience that like success. Even like Taraji P. Henson is a story that I remember very vividly. She didn't really experience success until her 30s. You know what I'm saying? Her 20s were really just like doing the groundwork. And a lot of people like that are really successful were like fired in their 20s. They were broke in their 20s. They were couch surfing in their 20s. Like, there was so much that they were just like learning. And I feel like, when do we get the grace to just go through that learning period? Yeah. Because if you're like, and you have your own apartment, you're driving a luxury car, and you're a business owner at 21, like, where did you learn that? You know? And then it's like, it just seems like there's very little room for error and mistake.
There very much is very little room for error and mistake. It's gotten to the point where you're pressured to achieve such great things at such a young age that sometimes when you do achieve it, it's unbelievable. Yeah. Like, I'll bring up Erica J for a minute.
Oh, my God.
Erica J, the young lady that went ahead and bought herself a Tesla, well deservedly so. Not only that, but her other dream car, has her own house and everything like that. And people chose to attack her and tell her, oh no, this isn't your car, this isn't that, this isn't this. When it comes to black women, we are so much, people want to humble us so much that it's like unbelievable when we do achieve things. So it's seeing that contrast is so interesting. But I want to go ahead and circle back to what you were saying about where you got your pressure from. Yeah. Me, where I get my pressure from is my community. And it's so funny to like hear that, because like, from a young age, I mean, from 5 years old, you're asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And my running joke used to be, oh, let me finish being a kid first. And it was cute until I get to middle school. Oh, yeah. Which is crazy to think, because everything that I said that I wanted to do is not what I'm doing today. Oh, yeah. So it's crazy. It's crazy to think that I thought I had to have my whole life together at 12. So they're asking me, what do you want to do? I'm saying, oh, I want to go to this school. Or I want to be an optometrist, I want to be an eye doctor, because my mom's an eye doctor. And then they're like, okay, now do you have a plan? Then it's like, I have to have a plan right now. I'm talking when I was when I was studying for my SAT, my sophomore year. My parents started making me study for my sophomore year. And they said you have to have a list of schools, you have to have a list of schools you want to go to for your optometry school. It's because our community, and specifically the Nigerian community, I don't know about other African communities. Actually, I guess I can speak to that to a fault, because the friends I do have, they express the exact same things. Like, we're pressured at such a young age to win, and I understand why, because like our parents got here and like, you know, they basically they did all these kinds of jobs, tried to provide for us, worked hard to get to where they are today. And it's like, okay, what reason do our kids not have to not be successful when we did everything that we had to do to be successful? And they're basically giving their life on a silver platter.
Yeah, everything's handed to them.
Everything's handed to you. Why aren't you winning? Why aren't you winning? When, you know, you kind of have to like understand that that's not how life goes. Yeah. And you kind of have to, it's funny, you have to kind of teach your parents at that point and be like, hey, you need to know not to expect this from me. Right. I'm just letting you know now. Don't expect this from me, because not because I can't do it, but because the pressure is making me not even want to.
Or it's like, I think that goes back to the point that we made about the pressure, because I think your point is absolutely correct. A lot of parents and family create a lot of pressure, but it's like it totally disrespects your individualism and your autonomy.
Yeah.
Because I've heard a lot of African parents saying like you have to be a doctor. Like you have to be a doctor.
Doctor, engineer, lawyer, failure.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And it's so funny when you hear these success stories of these actors.
Yeah.
I'm talking like Daniel Kaluuya even.
Oh, yeah.
He was even saying that like when my parents didn't take my career serious, but when I got my what was it, Emmy or Oscar or what, or nomination, he got a nomination or something. It was like, yeah, we showing up. John Boyega.
Yeah, John Boyega.
His parents are so proud of him now. I'm hoping they were proud of him, like, his whole life. But, it's so funny to see that because it's like, when you're winning, it's like, okay, yes, you can do it.
For me, I've definitely noticed, like, even with, like, African parents and black parents, once they see money, they're like, oh,
do you? Go ahead.
I always knew you could do it.
I was so scared to tell my parents that I started a YouTube channel. But once the numbers started coming in, once I started getting recognition, my parents started telling people on there, I'm like, oh, my dad is a YouTuber. I never Cindyrella.
My dad, like, he was very supportive because he always thought I was very creative. Like, I always did like Facebook videos and like skits and stuff like that. Just for no reason, just being a kid. But once I got onto YouTube, my dad was like, okay, like as long as it doesn't, distract from your studies.
That was my parents.
And so it didn't. And like once I came home and like told him I got a big brand deal and I showed him that I had like 100,000 subscribers, he was like, oh, we gotta get you a lawyer and we have to like we gotta get you and I'm just like, this same YouTube channel where you were just like,
don't let it distract you. Now it's like my dad is like my dadager too. Like not really. Like, he's just like he gives me advice when I need it.
I let my dad be my advisor because it makes me feel good.
There we go, advisor. But
he's never been my daddy.
Sometimes he does like give me like good advice. So I be having to CC him like sometimes like what do you think? But so it's very interesting that you say that because our parents right now, I would say, see us as successful. Yeah. Living on our own, paying our own bills with the money that we get from our platforms. Yeah. Because not a lot of people can say that they can do that. Right. But it's so funny. Now I'm going to bring you to it. Yeah. It's so funny that then we can be compared to our peers or sometimes people that we don't even consider peers ourselves. But what the public considers our peers. And be deemed as not successful. And then kind of for me personally, I know it weighs down on me sometimes. I'm like, I'll look at somebody else that people are comparing me to and I'll be like, damn, I don't have this, so I'm not successful. Or damn, I didn't get this at this age, so I'm not successful. Or I don't like the way my face looks, I'm not successful. Or I don't have the bends, so I'm not successful, you know? So I'll be comparing myself and my feats and be like, I'm not there yet. I'm not where I want to be. I don't think that I'm successful at all. And then I'll have people tell me, no, I want to be you in a problem. I'm like, why?
Right. Yeah. I think societal pressure doesn't match up with the basic rules of like, I personally believe in this, sorry y'all, the basic rules of manifestation. And the basic rule of manifestation is to be grateful and to be appreciative. But if societal pressure is telling us, oh, you're still renting? No. So-and-so's a homeowner. You're not a homeowner? Yeah. So-and-so's married. You're not a wife? So-and-so has a kid, you're not a mommy vlogger, like so-and-so has a luxury car. What is it that you're driving again?
So-and-so has a husband. So-and-so has a relationship, not even a husband, but a relationship. Like they have plans. What are your plans?
So-and-so has a business. You know what business? So-and-so has 3 dogs.
And we're not speaking about anybody in specific.
Yeah, we're so-and-so. So-and-so's
just so-and-so.
But when you're constantly met with pretty much on a daily basis, what you don't have, it makes it really difficult for you to appreciate what you do have. Yeah. But that's the basic rule of manifestation. That's the basic rule of just life in general. You have to be grateful. You have to be appreciative. So if you're constantly hearing like you don't have this, you don't have this, you don't have this, you don't have this, you start focusing on, well, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this, and so you're counting your losses that you haven't even lost because you never had those things. You know what I'm saying? So you're counting the things that you don't have, when it's like, even for me, like everything my eyes lay on in this apartment is mine. Like I bought this. Yes. There's not one thing in this apartment that my dad, my friends, like there's nothing that anybody bought for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And like that should be enough in and of itself.
It should be.
There's a car downstairs in the garage. I bought that. Mm-hmm. That's enough in and of itself. Mm-hmm. And so I think for us, like we have to really tune out that societal pressure, because what is not being grateful and being sad and like feeling like, oh well, I don't have this, how is that going to get us any closer to what we really want? How does that mentality get us there? All it does is create blockages. All it does is create jealousy. It just creates envy and depression and sadness. And so it's like, how am I going to put myself in the optimal position to manifest if I'm depressed, I'm jealous, I'm envious, and I'm sad? Because I don't have all of those other things that people have. Because I don't think they obtained those things because they were depressed and jealous and envious and sad. They obtained it from gratefulness.
For my Christians out there, you got to think, even if you look in the Bible, one of the 10 commandments is not to even envy or covet your neighbor's wife and their goods and stuff like that, you know? So when you think about like, oh, you know, no, and me thinking about this about myself, it's just like me trying to do better for myself, want better for myself. It's literally a sin to down yourself.
Right.
Literally, right. You know? So when you even think about it like that, it's like, bro, I'm not living the life that I'm supposed to be living by discounting myself,
right? By
not recognizing my worth, by self-deprecating. That's a big one. That is a big one that I know I've been working on. I know you've been working on, is self-deprecation. Because I know for me, when I get these comparisons rolling, I start to deep that I'm not worthy. Like that's the things that I start telling myself. And you know, dealing with depression, I mean, I've talked about it before, so it's not like it's a secret.
Same,
Dealing with depression, you have those voices in your head saying, no, you're not enough. No, you are ugly. No, look at this person. They are better than you. And stuff like that. So it's hard to even drag yourself out of talking to yourself like that when everyone else is also reminding you of those same things.
But I also think, like, what makes it really, really, really difficult is the fact that, like, you're hearing what people are saying, but it's like these people don't really hold weight.
Yeah.
These people don't hold a candle.
It's hard to remember that.
These people don't have influence over your life. Like, it can make you self-deprecate even more because you're like, wow, I'm letting a complete stranger affect my mood, and it makes you feel very much so like hit dog holler. Why am I hollering right now?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like a hit dog? You know, are they striking a chord for real, or do I need to sit with myself and like let myself know that they're just projecting? What they're saying doesn't have to affect me unless I let it affect me.
Yeah.
And so I think holding ourselves responsible and accountable and saying like, I don't need to let this affect me.
So I want to also bring up Twitter. I think Twitter is a very big problem when it comes to, I'm gonna call us kids. I think we're still kids. Kids in the 20-somethings, adults, whatever you want to call them.
Kids with bills, I guess.
Kids with bills. Kids with, that's exactly what we are. If you ask me, kids with bills. When it comes to kids with bills, I think Twitter is a huge problem.
I think Instagram is a bigger problem.
You think so? I think Twitter is also a big problem because you see people talk about their accomplishments, right?
Yeah.
Tens and thousands and hundreds of retweets. Like, oh yeah, you did that, girl. So proud of you, right? No one really ever, in Instagram too, no one really talks about like the bad days. Or no one really talks about, I didn't get the job, y'all. I didn't get this until graduation day. That's when people talk
about
graduation day. That's when people choose to talk about it, but it's graduation day that people actually choose to talk about. Oh, you know, I was shot 3 times. Oh, my mama didn't want me.
But they still prevail, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's there at the end of the dark tunnel. There's still light.
But the thing is, you have to think about it. We have seen people express, you know, darkness on Twitter.
Really?
And what's the response? Praying for you.
Not only praying for you, but
prayers.
you don't need to put this on Twitter. Why are you putting your business on Twitter?
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like, because I feel like, you know, I feel like people should be open to like talk about what they want to talk about.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I disagree with you on that because I'm an advocate for a good journal and a good therapist. A good journal and a good therapist.
I hear you.
Because my thing is, we can always change our mindset because, sorry, y'all, I'm looking at my phone because I ordered some pizza.
She did. And I'm looking down because this monitor is looking
Oh, yeah, we have a monitor
beautiful.
right here. But
So, yeah, I keep on looking down.
Yeah, my pizza will be here in like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm focused. So my thing is, I think we need to change our mindset. And I watched a video on this. I'll send you the link. We need to change our mindset because when we see good news, when we see, especially if it's a close friend or somebody that we know, like personally, we don't have to instantly switch on envy, jealousy, or just like, because I can admit there are some people who are just constantly in a winning season, and it's like
that we see.
Yes, that we constantly see. And it's just like, golly,
yeah, it looks like
another.
But it looks like they never lose. But then people could say the same thing about us.
Yeah, that's true.
People could say the same thing about us.
Right.
Like I remember the other day I was on live and I was telling people, you know, like you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Y'all see 2% of my life for what I choose to give out.
Yeah.
And then behind closed doors, you don't know what's going on. So I was
Yeah.
like, well, you look happy in your pictures. I was like, they're pictures.
And I want to look happy.
And I want to look happy in my pictures. I mean, don't look sad.
But like shifting our mindset, especially like I said, if it's a close friend or somebody that we know personally, you can honestly shift your mindset instead of like huffing and puffing and being like, another win. The thing is, if you are in close proximity to that win, or if you can see that win, that person needs to be studied. What did they do to accomplish that? Because you're closer to that thing than you think you are.
I'm a big fan of studying.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of studying people. Not to like jack people's sweat.
No, not at all. But like
more like to, okay, they're doing something right. So what do I need to be doing?
Yeah, they're doing something right. So what is that thing?
Yeah.
And so instead of turning on the jealousy and the envy and the sadness and the self-deprecating and the self-loathing, it's just like, you know what? Let me just see what it is that they're doing.
Yeah.
What is they're doing? And if you're in close proximity, the benefit is that you can ask them.
Yeah.
You can ask them, like, what did you do? You know what I'm saying? And of course, especially when you're in close proximity, people will tell you.
Yeah.
Like, even just now, filming this video, I was like, let me go get my monitor. And so now you know how filming a video with the monitor is. And so now you can go get a monitor. And, like, now your videos are taken to one step further.
Yeah.
One notch higher. And it's just, like, free game. Like, I have no problem putting you onto a monitor.
So, I'm glad that you brought that up. Let's talk about the exchange of life tips as well. Some people have a real problem of giving their information out.
Some people have the game is sold not told mentality, and then some people are really hush hush because they don't want you to pass them up.
Surpass them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to that I'm just like, what do you gain in someone else not winning?
Or with Twitter, people are really condescending. Like, you didn't know that?
Yeah.
Obviously, baby, no. I did not know that. I didn't know that. So I think a lot of times we're really afraid to admit our mistakes and our dark days.
That's why I don't ask questions. I hate asking questions.
Because it's like, I don't want somebody to think that I'm stupid.
Yeah. And I'm more of a I can find the information on my own kind of person. And if I can't find it on my own, then I'll ask.
Yeah.
Then that's when you gotta really force my hand to ask.
But excuse me, sorry y'all. Again, one more time. I try not to ask the internet a lot of things.
Same.
Because it's like, I don't want y'all to be condescending towards me. I don't want y'all to focus on the fact that I didn't know this more than you answer the question. But then sometimes, especially being an influencer, you know this, like when you ask the question, you get like 2,000 answers. Ooh, this is here. Here's my pizza.
This is the most interesting Tipsy Tuesday I've ever had in my life.
You sure you don't want any pizza?
I'll grab a slice.
Alright, cool. It got olives and stuff on it.
I'm okay with that.
Cool.
This is wild.
Don't have taste.
We about to eat, y'all. Alright, guys, back to what I was saying.
It has calamari and green olives on it. Oh my god. This is so good.
Where'd you get it from?
Mmm. This is
really
good.
This is the shit's naive.
Tipsy Tuesday pizza party. Remember when you was in high school or like grade school? Because we still had pizza parties in high school because we was childish. But like in grade school,
We did too.
and like you knew you was having a pizza party, and you were just like,
You thought yours was the only class, yeah.
When your class was the only class having a pizza party, and you was just like, I didn't eat breakfast today because
We're having a pizza party.
we're having a pizza party.
Like,
Like,
you can bring drinks and shit.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they would supply us with drinks because, you know, I always went to school with the D.
Like the end of the school parties.
Oh my god, yeah.
Where everybody brought stuff.
In high
And
school?
the teacher brought the pizza.
Oh, yes. In high school, we had this thing called teams. And basically, it was just food. Like, I don't know why we had teams, but we had teams, and we would break off into different groups based on our last names. And basically, we just had pizza parties. Or sometimes we had, like, cookie parties, ice cream parties. It was really, I don't know why we had it to this day.
Well, you had it, and you enjoyed it.
But we had it, and I was like, wow, I love when we have teams. Because we just ate.
How did you eat your first? I ate my first with the pizza.
I eat the pizza, and then I eat the crust. So it's very much so pizza, and then crust.
Heard you. So anyway, guys.
We were talking about being condescending, but I wish people would, like chill out on that.
Yeah.
And just, like, really be gentle and take their time educating people. Because, honestly, like, people can be really condescending in terms of business. On Twitter, especially in terms of business. I've seen it about, like, cars. Leasing cars, buying cars.
Houses, loans,
leasing,
stuff like that.
renting homes, buying homes, getting loans, student loan debt, credit card debt.
Credit card, that's another one that people really
Condescending about, you know, credit repair, things like that. I just feel like we should all, of course, like, the internet isn't always going to be the safest space to ask questions, but let's just cool it on being condescending, because you never know what educating a person and not being condescending about it, you never know how that could really help them in the long run. Because I've asked questions, like, I've asked, like, you know, what's a good car? You know what I'm saying? And people will be like, well, I don't know what you
looking for, but it depends on it.
and just like, but I just asked a general question, you know, like, what's a good car? You know what I'm saying? But I think sometimes people have, like, a my way or the highway type of attitude. And so they'll tell you something, and then they're like, but don't listen to anybody else. Like, do what I say. Don't do what anybody else says. It's like, well, girl, there are like 3,000 other people that are saying things, so I can't do what all 3,000 of y'all are saying. But what I plan on doing is, like, sifting through and seeing what the general consensus is. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah. It can just, I think, like, I thought boomers had it bad, but sometimes we have it really bad, especially with our own. I think Gen Z,
Definitely Gen Z,
is really good at telling us about ourselves and telling us, like, watch your tone, calm down, don't talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? They're really, really good at that.
That's why we're called millennials. The new millennium. Y2K, Generation Y.
The Will Smith and Cisco song. This pizza is really good.
It is. Very flavorful.
Wow.
Life isn't a race.
How do we alleviate the societal pressure?
How do you do that? You be nice to people. That's you're as an individual, what you can do is be nice to people and understand that you moving at your own pace is not a problem. It's not.
What do we say to those people that, like, want their favorite influencers and YouTubers and celebrities to kind of, like, show them the way, pave the way for them?
Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna show you when I fail. Me personally, I will.
I'm not gonna show you when I
I will, because I have no shame in it. I have done videos in the past where I've talked about my misfortunes. I've done videos in the past when I'm talking about like when I'm going through an episode and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I've done videos like that because I don't mind y'all saying that life is not always happy and chipper on my side. It's not always positive over here, and I have no fault in expressing that, me personally. So if you're looking for someone to tell you it's always going to be okay, I won't be that person, because it's not always going to be okay, and that itself is okay. That's what me as an influencer, I can tell you. We all go through it. We all go through it, and that is something that's human. Because I know when I've done videos like that in the past, people have said, you know, I didn't know that, you know, you go through the same things as me. And I'm human. I bleed the same blood as you do. You know what I mean? I don't have this special equation for how life is supposed to work. It's not always winning on my side. You know? It's not always winning on my side. In fact, winners know it's most important to fail.
So you can learn.
So you can learn.
I'm really into
You are, indeed. But so you can learn. So you can learn and take that to grow in the future.
So what do you say to people who are like, I feel like I'm falling victim to the pressure. I feel behind. What do you say to the people that feel behind? Because
You're not behind.
What other people are doing.
You're not behind. That's the only thing that I can say to people is that you're not behind. All the stuff that you're seeing on the internet, people are only going to put out their positives. People are only going to put out their highlights, but they're not going to put the behind the scenes. And for that reason, because they want to be praised for their highlights. No one wants to bask in their failure. Nobody wants to do that. So you're not behind.
And what about people who like have a bunch of markers? I want to be married by 23. I want to be a homeowner by 25.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. That was me.
That was me.
I have turned into the person now where I'm like, when I get married, is whatever. Cool. I used to have that. I need to be married by 28. That was my age, 28.
You better than me. Mine was 23.
Mine was 28 because of school. I was like, I need to be married after school, and then have my first kid by 29. That was like my whole time and everything.
You weren't even really gonna enjoy your husband for real.
Exactly. But now I'm like, I'm not even thinking like that anymore. Like, if I get married next year, cool. If I get married when I'm 35, cool.
It would be so funny if you did get married at 28 though. I'd be like, hey.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool. I got married by 28. Like, oh, okay, cool. But
that would be so funny.
Like I said, no one's ever made me feel like that to make me even consider that. So I don't see that as it happening right now. But I do definitely say, yeah, get rid of those expectations that you have, like those markers that you have, like I need to be married by this date, I need to be in school by this date and stuff like that. Because let me tell you something. Do you know how many people get rejected from like their graduate schools or professional programs? And they're like, oh, now I gotta find a plan B, or now I have to keep trying until I get it. Yeah. It is okay. Do you know how many people that are twice my age are in my program right now?
And
I thought I was behind.
Yeah. And I'm sitting up here like admiring her because she's in grad school. It took me 5 years to finish undergrad. It shouldn't have, but it did.
And it's okay. I know people that's taken 7 years to finish their undergrad.
But like, that's something that I like to really advocate for, because my thing is, I mean, obviously I'm not going to tell anybody to take longer than they have to. If you can do it in 4 years, just do it. You know what I'm saying? But like, trust me when I say, when you get your, technically it's a diploma, right? Yeah. Technically. When you get your diploma, your degree. Whatever. When you get it, it does not say that it took you any longer than 4 years. It doesn't say how long it took you. It doesn't have the years on there. It doesn't say you graduated high school in 2011 and then you got your degree in 2016. That's not what mine says, at least. You know what I'm saying? It's a degree that looks just like my friends who graduated the year before me. When they graduated in 2015, when I was supposed to graduate, yeah, it looks just like theirs. Anybody who majored in business administration with a concentration in marketing has the exact same degree as me. The name is just different, obviously, because we're different people, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, even with home ownership, a lot of people try to rush that because they're like, why wouldn't you want to like build generational wealth? Well, there isn't like a time stamp where generational wealth stops. You know what I'm saying? If you don't buy a home before the age of 30, that doesn't mean after 30 you don't get to build generational wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, stop making these time stamps and like stop trying to rush into stuff. Because if I tried to rush and get my degree in 4 years, I probably could have done it in like 4.5. But like, okay, like the agony of taking all those summer classes and like taking all those fall classes and then the spring class, I would have just been running myself dry. And for what? For what? When I really did pace myself, it didn't take 5 years because I was going to school full time and I just kept failing a bunch of classes. I went to school my freshman and my sophomore year, and when it came time for my junior year, I went back home completely and I went to community college. So I was only taking 2 classes per semester. So I only took 4 classes in the span of 1 year when you're supposed to take like 4 classes per semester technically.
Yeah.
So that's what set me behind. But like, so?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
you don't even have to tell anybody that.
Like, so?
You got your degree, right?
Right. Nobody says, like, what'd you get your degree in and how long did it take you?
No one does that.
Anybody who says, like, do you have your bachelor's degree? I'm like, yeah, I got it in business administration.
And they usually don't ask for GPAs either, just in case you're thinking about that.
Yeah. I had a pretty good GPA.
Like, people in general. I'm not talking about, like, jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in the workforce, so I wouldn't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't recall them ask. I think they asked for my transcript, but they were very much so like, you got your degree, right? I was like, yeah, I just graduated. And they were like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Just understand, y'all, your journey, your race, if you think about it, because I know a lot of people like compare themselves to other people and like, okay, comparing myself to this person, where am I? How far am I going? Am I on the right track and stuff like that? But let me tell you something. You're only in a race with yourself.
Right.
You're only in a race with yourself.
And my thing is like, you're gonna be a homeowner, you know this. You're going to be a wife, you know this. You're going to have a family, a husband, you know this.
If you want to.
Yeah, if you want those things, obviously. Obviously. You're gonna have your degree, you know this. And the thing is like, you can't look at somebody else's journey and say like, oh, I wish I had that, I wish I had this. Because if it happened for them at 21 and it happened for you at 24, does it take away that it happened for them 3 years before it happened to you? Or do you still get the same feeling from it?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you get the same feeling from it.
Also, it's important to remember that not everybody wants the same things.
Right.
Not everybody wants a house.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to be a wife. Not everybody wants kids.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants the same things that you want, and that is okay.
Yeah, that's true. Let's stop pestering people. Is that a word? Pestering?
Yes.
I think it is.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
I majored in business, y'all, not English.
Don't do it.
But let's stop asking constant why. If you ask somebody like, do you want kids? They're like, no, not really. Why? What do you mean why? I just said.
Or when are you gonna have kids?
I don't know.
When are you gonna graduate?
I don't know.
When are you gonna get a job?
I don't know.
When are you gonna move out of your parents' house?
I don't know.
When are you gonna get married?
I don't know.
So,
I really don't. I
really
don't know that.
And then the why I don't like is why aren't you in a relationship? I don't know. That's not my fault.
Why? I don't know. Like, I really don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I'm not in a relationship. I don't know why I'm not a wife right now. I don't know why I'm not a mom right now. But the thing is, like, let's stop constantly asking follow-up questions. If you got the answer to your question, let's just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But then let's normalize not even asking invasive questions.
I'm behind that all the way. You know,
I don't like being at Thanksgiving and asking my little cousins like, so what do you want to be when you grow up? They don't know. They came here for my grandmama's greens. I'm gonna let them eat the greens. I'm gonna leave you alone, kinfolk. Like, is the food good? Okay, good. That's all that matters. We didn't come here to talk about your life plans because you don't know, and I know you don't know. Because I'm 27 and I don't know. The last question: what do we say about people who like don't have a 5-year plan?
it is okay.
Are you sure?
I think it's okay to not have a 5-year plan yet. I'm a planner. That's just how I am in life. But that goes back to what people actually want for their life. If you don't know what you want, what's the use in making a plan? If you have no idea what you want to do, if you have no idea what direction you're going in, what's the use in making a plan?
But what happens if you make a 5-year plan and literally nothing on your 5-year plan?
That is okay. That happened to me. That was my life. That was my life.
Same.
I made a 5-year plan as soon as I graduated from school. Actually, the year before I graduated from school, I said I was going to go to optometry school, be in optometry school, work for my mom for a year, and then take over the practice, let her, take off, all that stuff. Meet my husband in optometry school, get married after my 3rd year of optometry school, and then have my kid after my 1st year. But like, I had this whole plan. I'm getting my master's now. In psychology, something that has nothing to do with what I planned on doing before. It is okay to not have a plan. In fact, when I told my parents, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. I just know it's not optometry. My parents' first reaction was, okay, that is okay that you don't know what you want to do right now. I mean, it wasn't their immediate reaction, but eventually,
we just don't pretend.
Let's pretend it's gonna happen. But
understanding African parents,
yeah, my parents, they deserve a lot of, like, my parents are the most that I know of progressive African parents that I've ever met in my life.
Good.
Like, yeah, I can't even go into that. I don't even want to go into that, but my parents, they're the good. Like, they deserve all praises. But back to what I was saying, my parents, especially my father, his reaction was, it's okay that you don't want to do that. But we need to figure out what you want to do and then go from there. But it wasn't okay, so now what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do now? Like, what do you want to do now? Like, and that's okay. It's okay to not know. But there's a difference in not knowing and, like, searching for that and not knowing and just kind of giving up on life after that, Like, don't give up. Don't give up. Because life will move on. It has to. It moves on with or without you.
Y'all. If you give up and you self-loathe, it's going to put you in so much, like...
It's going to put you even farther behind than you thought you were.
It's going to put you in such a worse position because, like, life really does continue to go on. Like, you can be self-loathing. This girl is in Bora Bora. This girl is in Turks and Caicos. This girl just got proposed to. This girl just got married. This girl just had a baby. This girl just started a business. This girl's driving a G-Wagon. Like, life goes on and on
it
and
really
on
does.
and on. And the thing is, the longer you self-loathe, the less, like, time and brain power and energy you're putting into making your plan and making your dreams come to fruition. Because a lot of the big wins and announcements, I meant to say this earlier, a lot of the big wins and announcements that you see are, like, have been in the works for months or years. They just haven't been saying anything. And so it just, like, it has, like, this ripple effect where they've just been working. And so from what it looks like to us on the receiving end is that they're just winning. But they're putting all of their ducks in a row. So if you're constantly self-loathing and self-deprecating and just being jealous, you're not in the planning stage. You're not in the lab. You're not journaling. You're not meditating. You're not doing everything that you need to do to get your mindset together so that you can at least have a win to announce.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. We're all humans and we're millennials and we're in the digital age. And you don't understand until you do it. It feels so damn good to announce a win.
It does.
When I graduated from college, my head was so big. Because I was like, this isn't something that I feel like I never felt like I was going to do. I always knew I was going to do it. But to feel like the love and the support and people just like, oh my God, congratulations. I was just like, yeah, I sure did take 5 years. I sure did.
So, I don't know, y'all. It's important to make sure that you understand the race is not the world against you.
No.
It's you against you.
It's you against you.
And that's it. And it's okay to not be behind, but it's okay to not be where you think that you are supposed to be in that moment. It is okay. Because let me tell you something. Everybody's had that struggle. Everybody.
Just don't get stuck there.
Don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck there. And just remember that, like, life always is moving. It's always moving. Always moving. With or without you. With or without you.
With or without you.
But you're not behind.
Nope.
You're right where you're supposed to be. I always say people are right where they're supposed to be.
You know, I do like that saying, but then sometimes I don't. Because what if I'm in like a really shitty place?
And you're right where you're supposed to be.
In that shitty place?
You're right where you're supposed to be. I'm glad that I said this in a video before, and I will say this again. Every testimony has a test. So, how are you going to expect to have your testimony without the test part?
I don't know, man.
You can't. You just can't. So, that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my lovely guest.
I hope you guys enjoyed me too, because I was really focused on this pizza, but I was
She
trying
was.
to
No, I mean, you was doing your thing, girl. You was really talking. You was giving points or whatever. You was driving the boat.
I was practicing for my chewing chat.
So, let her eat. Let her do her own chewing chats. And y'all, if you don't know, Ashley Devonna, go ahead and check her out. All of her information will be in the description box down below. Go ahead and like this video if you guys liked it. Comment down below what you guys liked about it. And subscribe to your girl's channel. And follow me on all of my social media. Cindyrella on Instagram and Twitter. That's me. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Oh, also guys, make sure to go ahead and join that giveaway if you haven't already. That is on my first head to toe Get Ready With Me. I've been saying it in every video. So make sure you guys go ahead and check it out right now. And go to that after you watch this video. Thank you very much. Go ahead and take care of all that. Follow Ashley, follow me, and go check that video out and enter that giveaway. All the information on the giveaway will be in the comments of the Head to Toe Get Ready With Me video. First one. So I will see you guys in the next video. So you guys some beautiful channel. I love you guys so much.
But if you say my name, boy, you can stay.
Thank you.